Hello everyone, so welcome you all to Ashok Tutorials, Meghalaya's first MTET channel. So today let us discuss question paper of 2023 MTET examination, which was the last examination, right? So I want to discuss paper 1, child development and pedagogy, and the series will remain series A. So all of you have to take care of the series. So the series which I will be discussing will be series A, right? So see, when you are going to write the examination, you know that the exams are for 50 marks, right? The full exam is for 15 marks. I mean the full marks are 50. Then time is 2 hours and 30 minutes, that is 10:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m., right? Then what do you see? So you can see the instructions given here, right? So you know that instructions given to the candidates. So this booklet contains how many questions altogether you get? You get 150 questions, all right? 150 questions. So you have to choose the correct answer. So as you know that you have to mark the answer only MCQ, right? Multiple choice question. So you just need to select. You don't have to write, you just need to select. And what type of paper you will be using? You will be using OMR sheet of paper. So if you do not know what is OMR sheet, please go and watch it in my YouTube channel. I have already explained it to you. I have shown the OMR sheet. I have explained how to, how to make that black circle, dark circle in OMR sheet. So if you do not have any idea about that, please kindly go and watch that video OMR sheet in my channel. All right, then in order to answer in OMR sheet, you have to remember that you have to use black pen only, and black pen should be what? Ball pen. It should not be gel pen. All right, you have to use only ball pen. So as you know that part 1 contains what subjects you have? You have CDP, child development and pedagogy. Then you have language 2, that will be English. Then you have mathematics you have, and then you have EVS, environmental studies, right? So you know that each subject will be for 30 marks. So you might be wondering that, how come only how many marks here? 120, right? Only 120 marks. Where are the other 30 marks? So other 30 mark will be in part B, right? So 120 will be here and another 30 will be in part B. So part B contains what? It contains the language. Language means what language you take, whether you will be taking Khasi, or you will be taking Garo, or you will be taking Assamese, or Bengali, or Hindi, or Nepali. So whatever you want to take, you can choose accordingly your language. All right, then you have to choose only one language. Understood? Only one language you have to choose. Then answer must be shown completely. See, this is the way you will be answering. All right, this is the way how you will answer. You have to use your pen and you have to mark the correct answer. Suppose you think option A is correct, then you have to make it like this, very neatly. See, this is coming out. No, what I'm doing is coming out. Whatever you do, it should not come out. All right, it should not come out. If it is coming out like this, like the way I'm doing, you will not get marks. All right, don't do like this. It has to be this way exactly. Understood? Good. If you find any question difficult, try the next one. So instruction is that, suppose question number 1, question number 10 you do not know, so don't wait for that, just go to the next question. All right, skip and go to the next question. And see, this is a very good thing that there is no negative marking. In some of the examinations, we have negative marking. Negative marking means, suppose you have given wrong answer, so your 0.25 marks will be cut. All right, they will cut that mark, which means if you are giving 4 wrong questions, 1 mark will be deducted. But as of now, the government of Meghalaya, they are very good to us that they have not introduced negative marking system. So that's why you have the freedom to make as much as mistake you want to make, no problem. All right, the OMR sheet must be handed over to the invigilator. So see, before you leave the examination hall, you have to give your answer paper to the invigilator. However, you can take the question paper along with you. All right, do not write anything anywhere in the booklet except your roll number, your examination center, and rough work you can do at the end of this question paper. Alright, so you have to ask the invigilator to sign your question paper. So this was the instruction which you have to keep in mind when you go to write your examination. Here you have to fill up your roll number, here your center name, alright, and OMR sheet number you have to fill it up here. Understood? So I think it was very clear. You understood how you have to go about, right? Good. So now let us see what are the questions, how are we going to do it. So the first thing we will do here is this child development and pedagogy, and this is compulsory, and this is for 30 marks. 30 marks means what? 30 marks means you will have one question for 1 mark. So 30 questions, 30 marks, one question, 1 mark. Understood? Good. So let us see what we have. So question number 1 says, which of the following statement is most appropriate to give the correct meaning of development? See, this question is coming from the very first unit. So you have to give the correct meaning of the word development. Thus, development refers to the functional or non-organic changes. Development refers to the organic changes of the body. Development is quantitative in nature, or development refers to the structural changes of the body. So which one do you think will be your correct answer? You pause the video and answer. So the correct answer here is A, which says that development refers to the functional or non-organic changes. So you know that you cannot say today or tomorrow that yes, I have developed completely. You cannot say, because development is a lifelong process, right? It goes from womb to tomb, right? We are always, every minute, every second, every day we are developing. All right, so that's why development refers to the change in function, all right, and such changes are non-organic changes, and this is usually qualitative changes. All right, examples can be language usage, thought processing, reading skills, and other types of relationships. These are all what? These are all the examples of development. All right, good. So now let us see question number 2, what we have. So question number 2 says, development being a continuous process takes place from the prenatal stage. Development being a continuous process takes place from number A, the prenatal stage throughout the lifespan of the individual, the neonatal period throughout the lifespan of the individual, the period of the fetus throughout the lifespan of the individual, the infancy period throughout the lifespan of the individual. So you have to think which one is the correct answer. So please answer it. Pause the video and you can answer. So now, before answering, you should know what do you mean by prenatal. Prenatal means, you know, when the mother is pregnant but the child is not yet born. So development, as we all know, is a continuous process, right? So does it start when the mother is pregnant? Does it start when the child is not yet born? Does development start from that time? Or you have another option, that is what? Neonatal. Neonatal means when the child is born, all right, after the child is born, newborn, and especially the human infant during the first month after birth. So prenatal means before birth, neonatal means after birth. Then the period of fetus throughout the lifespan of the individual, or the period of the child throughout the life of fetus, all right, remember these terms, or the infancy period throughout the lifespan of the child. Which one do you think? Development, when do development starts? Of course, the correct answer is A here. Why? How? Because we know when, when the child is unborn, when the child is in the womb of mother, don't you think the child is developing? Of course the child is developing, right? The child is developing, the child is growing, right, inside the mother's womb. So that's why we say development being a continuous process takes place from the prenatal stage throughout the lifespan of the individual. So until and unless we are alive, we are living, development will always take place. Good, you understood, right? Now let us see question number 3. So what do question number 3 have for us? Let us see. So it says the growth rate of the child is slow but steady during which period? So you know that, right? So when do you think the growth rate of the child is slow? The child is growing slowly, alright, but steady. Steady means what? Steady means continuously. Growing slowly but continuously. In which phase? Infancy period, early childhood period, middle childhood period, or adolescence? So answer. I expect you to answer. This is a very easy question. Infancy period, or early childhood period, or middle childhood period, or adolescence period? So let me give you the correct answer. The correct answer is option C, which means when the child is in their middle age or middle age period, alright, then the rate of growth is slow and at the same time it is continuous or steady. Alright, let's go to the next question now. Question number 4. Great. In which phase of development do children react less violently to the emotional disturbing situations? Now before understanding that, you need to know the meaning of violent. Violent means violence, means wild. So what do you think, in which phase or which stage of development do the children react less violently? Means they are not very violent, they are not very wild, alright, they are not very frustrated, they are not very moody to emotionally disturbing situations. What do you think? When they are not so much wild, what will you answer for this? So of course I will give you the answer, but first of all I would like you to give me the answer. So I hope that you have given me the answer, option number C. What does option number C says? It says later childhood, alright. So when the child is in his or her later childhood, the child is said to be less violent or less wild. Alright, good. Now let us come to question number 5. At the age of 5, a child can throw a ball with more accuracy so that the mother or the father can catch it. This is best associated with development of large muscles, development of the ability to control the movement of large muscles, development of the coordination of large muscles, neuromuscular development. What do you think? So suppose you have a small brother or a small sister, or you have a small child of 5 years. So the child will throw a ball with more accuracy. If father is standing on the one side, on the left side, mother is standing on the right side, so the child is throwing the ball accurately, right, so that it reaches the father or the mother. So what do you think, which one of the following is the child using? Of course all the answers are correct, but you have to choose the most best associated one. So which is the best answer here? Development of large muscles only, or development of the ability to control the movement of large muscles, or development of the coordination of large muscles, or neuromuscular development? So let me answer this. Before that, please comment it in the comment section by pausing the video. So the correct answer is here B. Why B? Because development of the ability to control, they are having certain control, how to hold the ball, how to throw the ball, and they are using their large muscles of the body. So as you know, there are two types of muscles, right? One is fine motor muscles or skills, and one is gross motor skills. So when you are writing something, you're writing a letter, or when you're typing, you are using your fine muscles. Fine muscle means small muscles. But when you are running, you are cycling, you are playing football, then you are using your gross motor skills or gross motor muscles, which means you are using your large body muscles. All right, good. Let us go to question number 6 now. So question number 6, One of the following is not. See, you always have to be careful when you hear or listen or see this type of words. Which one of the following is not the cognitive behavior of a child? So you have to understand always cognitive means what. Before answering this question, you need to know the meaning of cognitive. So cognitive means the mental ability, all right, the mind. So it is asking you from these four options, that is attention, perception, cooperation, imagination, which of the following do not involve thinking or do not involve mind? What about attention? Do you think attention involves mind? Of course it does. When sitting in the class, the children, they are asked to be attentive, right? Why? They have to be alert so that they listen to the lecture nicely. Then perception, of course, perception itself is a thinking, right? Thinking form. So we need this is also a cognitive behavior. Imagination, of course, again here you are using your brain, so you're imagining. So all these three are the ones where cognitive behavior is required. So the wrong answer here is cooperation. Wrong answer is the right answer, right answer is the wrong answer, right? So here they are, since they are saying using the word not, so cooperation will not come under cognitive behavior, right? So I hope it is clear. Good. Let's go to the next now. Question number 7. According to cephalocaudal tendency development proceeds. Cephalocaudal. So according to cephalocaudal tendency, development proceeds in the direction of head to toe, in the direction of head to body, in the direction of body to foot, in the direction of hand to foot. See, you have to be very cautious. You have to be very smart. I know you all are teachers, so you are very smart, right? You guys are very smart. So what you have to know is the meaning of this word cephalo. So those students who are coming from science background, those teachers who are coming from science background, I know you guys, you know it very well by the word itself. Cephalo means head, right? In biology we study cephalo means head. So of course they are asking, according to cephalocaudal tendency, development will proceed from where to where? So whenever you hear the word cephalocaudal, you understand that it will always go from head to toe or head to feet. All right, it will never go to foot. You cross it, it will never go to foot, it will never go to body, but it will go to the from head to foot. Always, this is always called cephalocaudal development. All right, so proceeding or occurring in the long axis of the body, especially in the direction from head to tail. We call it sometimes head to tail or head to foot. All right, so cephalocaudal, whenever you hear this word, you be alert, you understand that your answer is going to be head to toe or head to foot. Good. Let us see now what Manu has to say to us. Who is Manu? Anybody, any Manu watching this video? If yes, please comment. So Manu recently got admitted in an elementary school, okay, and is forming new relationship with other students and teachers. So who is Manu? Manu is a name of a student. All right, it can be he, it can be she. So he or she got admitted in an elementary school, and she is forming good relationship with his or her fellow peers and along with teachers. So social comparisons with schoolmates began to influence Manu's esteem. Now what happened. She started comparing herself, like maybe her friends might be dressing in a good way, or maybe they might be having good books, good bags, better clothes than her. So she started getting disturbed by looking at her friends. She started comparing herself unconsciously. The change described here best illustrates Manu's development in. So the change is described here. So here you have seen the change in her behavior, right? Social comparison began to influence Manu's self-esteem. So her self-esteem is affected. So now the changes described here best illustrate Manu's development. Now what do you think? which type of behavior should it be? Will it be physical domain? Not at all, right? Not at all. It cannot be physical. It cannot be physical domain. Not at all affected. Does it mean cognitive? No. Does it mean cognitive? Cognitive means philosophical, involving connotation. Alright. So not this also. It will mean psychosocial. Now see, here are two words. Psycho means what? Psycho means mind, right? Don't say psycho means pagal or mad. No, not that. Psychology, study of mind, right? So psychosocial. Why social? See, here itself you will see the word social. So school is a society, is a minute society, is a miniature society, right? So she is dealing with her friends and teachers in the society, that is in the school, and these things started disturbing her mind, her self-esteem, right? So it will come under psychosocial domain. All right, good. Now question number 9, we shall see. Telegraphic speech takes place during neonatal period, early childhood period, later childhood period, infancy periods. So what will you say? Please say. Telegraphic speech. So you have to say it. So what do you think? Telegraphic speech takes place during neonatal stage, or during early childhood period, or later childhood period, or the infancy? First of all, you need to understand what is telegraphic speech, right? So telegraphic speech is characterized by short, simple sentences which are made up of primarily of contained words. All right, so no function word, tense ending on verbs, and plural endings on nouns. So all these things, you have to know. So if we say in short, so telegraphic speech, according to linguistic and psychology, it means it is a type of speech, all right, is speech during the two-word stage of language acquisition in children, which is iconic and efficient, which means the child will be able to speak like two words only, right? So here your correct answer should be early childhood care. Of course, this neonatal will not come. I have already explained to you what we mean by neonatal. Infancy also will not come, and later childhood will also not come. Let's go to the next question, question number 10. So what do we have in question number 10? The language component that consists of the rules governing the structure and sequence of speech is known as what? Syntax, semantics, phonology, or linguistic. So what do you think here? So you see here syntax. Syntax means what? Syntax means the rules of sentence structure. So what is the structure of the sentence, how it is arranged, what does it mean? So that is what it means by syntax. So what was asked? The language component that consists of the rules. You have to remember this word, rules, governing the structure and sequence of speech is known as blank. Which one? Is it syntax, or is it phonology? Is it phonology, or is it semantics, or is it linguistic? Here phonology means the rules of speech sound. Whenever you hear the word phone, you understand it has something to do with sound. Then linguistic, it is the study of languages, right? Then semantics. What is semantics? It is the rules relating to the meaning of languages. Then syntax means the rules. Syntax means the rules of sentence structure. So what do you think, which one will be the correct answer? So according to the answer key, official answer key given by DERT, your correct answer is B. All right, but according to what I feel, I think this is wrong. Your correct answer is syntax. All right, so your correct answer is syntax. So you can find out what do we mean by syntax, and whether the question number 10 the question statement number 10 satisfies the syntax definition or not. You please find out for yourself. So according to me, this is the answer. Right, now next let us see which of the following can be considered as the meaning of gender. So now, what do you understand by gender? 11. Gender is an innate quality. Gender is a biological determinant. Gender is a psychological construct. Gender is a social construct. Actually, if you have watched my video where I have explained gender stereotypes, different things about gender, then you will answer. This is very easy question, but if you have not gone through my video, then you might not be able to answer to it. Which one of the following can be considered as the meaning of gender? They're just asking you what is the meaning of gender. Gender is innate quality. You have to know the meaning of innate. Innate means inborn. Is our gender decided by birth? When we are born, is our gender decided? Innate means inborn quality, means are we born with gender? Then gender is a biological determinant. Is it something which has something to do with our biology, or is it something which has to do something about psychology, or it is something which has to do about social construct? So I have explained to you what is sex and what is gender. Right, these are two different things. Sex means biological, that is biological aspect, but when we talk about gender, it is social construct, which means gender is the term gender is given by the society. Always remember, whenever you hear the word gender, you understand that it has something to do with society, social construct. All right, so gender is a term given by the society. It is not inborn, it is not psychological, it is not biological. Of course, sex is biological, but gender is social construct. All right, you have to remember this. Great. All right, now let us see the next one. What we have, number 12. So number 12 says that during the process of gender socialization, boys are often seen to get more autonomy. More autonomy means more freedom and independence at an earlier stage than girls. This is due to the dominant role of school, family, peer, society. Now they are speaking about a type of gender stereotype. So in this question it is said that boys, they get more freedom than girls in a family or in a school or in peer group or society. Where do boys get more freedom than the girls? So is it in school? I don't think so. In school we treat them equally, right? In peer group, no. In society, no. It is the family. In family, if you say all right, my son can stay outside till 6 o'clock, but daughters, you have to come home by 4 o'clock. So this is gender stereotype. This is inequality, right? So this is what they have asked. So it is the family where these things happen, right? Let's see question number 13. Question number 13. So to avoid gender stereotyping in class, a teacher should see, many teachers, they practice gender stereotyping. Gender stereotyping means maybe knowingly or unknowingly they discriminate between boys and girls. Maybe they talk more with boys, not with girls, or maybe they seek the cooperation of girls more than the boys. So knowingly or unknowingly this might happen in the class. This is called gender stereotyping. So now, if as a teacher, if you have to avoid gender stereotyping, so what will you do to avoid gender stereotyping in class? A teacher should try to put both girls and boys in non-traditional roles, appreciate students' good work by saying good girl or good boy, or discourage girls from taking arm wrestling, or encourage boys to take bold and risky tasks. So here the correct answer is A. Why A? What is traditional task? What is traditional roles? Traditional roles means the teacher will ask all the girls, you sweep the floor, and all the boys, you carry water and give them. This is traditional roles. Traditional means girls are expected to do sweeping and mopping, and boys are expected to carry water and give them, clean the blackboard or carry the heavy benches and desks. So this is called non-traditional roles. All right, so you have to maintain the equality. You have to see both the boys and girls as equal. All right, good. Now let us see question number 14. So what does question number 14 have? So it says that the type of observation wherein the observer joins in group activities to study the behavior of the student is referred to as what? naturalistic observation, controlled observation, uncontrolled observation, or participatory observation. See, the type of observation wherein the observer can be a teacher, can be principal, can be student itself, can be any external. So suppose you want to observe a particular child or a particular group. So what will you do? Like uh, the type of observation wherein the observer joins the group. So see, you want to observe somebody in the particular group, and you yourself, you are joining that group so that you can observe the student very very closely. So which practice or which technique you are using? Are you using naturalistic observation? No. Controlled observation? Not at all. Uncontrolled observation? Not at all. We have better option, that is participant observation, which means you yourself, you are taking part in the play, or you yourself taking part in the group activities. All right, so this is why we call participant observation. So you have to remember, this is a very beautiful question. Now the last question is for today. In this video I'll just make 15 questions. Next part 2 I'll make another 15 questions. All right, so which of the following is not, remember this word not, an advantage of reflective journal? It brings out improvement in students' writing skills. Yes. It allows the free expression of personal voices. Yes. So these are correct. Correct means wrong, wrong means correct. All right, so or it allows self-criticism. Yes, it allows. Or it encourages students to disclose their personal and private views and opinions. So this is number D is wrong answer, which means it is the right answer, because they have asked which of the following is not, right? So this is your correct answer. All right, question number 15 is D. So we are done for this video. All right, so I will continue in the part 2 of this video. So thank you everyone for staying connected with Ashok Tutorials, Meghalaya's first MTET channel. Thank you.